Okay, so right now we're going to go ahead and finish off the neckline. And what I did was I laid it down flat on my table so that when I looked at the circular version of it, the width of the turn is the same all the way around. Can you see that in the video? See how it's the same all the way? And you also want to look at the back too. So lay it flat on the back and make sure everything's lined up. Your sleeves are open. The shoulder seams are open. So when you sew from the front, it looks like everything is going to get caught around the back. Everything will be caught on the back if it's all laid down flat. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the machine up here. And we're going to do the same stitch. We're going to use the same knit stitches we've been using all along. So if you have trouble and you can't start off of the edge, go ahead and come in about a half of an inch from your seam and then come around and then pick it up on the other side. There's no sense trying to fight with your machine if you can't get it to start where you want it to. So I'm going to come in so that my feed dogs will catch, and then I'm going to go ahead and start sewing. Let me make sure the machine you can see. Let me bring this around a little bit. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start sewing. As I get to the needles, I'm going to remove them. Oh, something's wrong with my machine. Let me see what's going on. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so as I reach that needle or the pins, I want to remove them. But I don't want to put any pressure on my machine either. I don't want to, these are going to create drag on your machine, so before it gets close to your feed dogs, you want to remove those pins. But use that pin to hold it down as you sew. Okay, if you find out that you're not catching your stitches, it could be you need to go to a thicker needle. Okay, you can use the, yeah, I wonder if my needle's catching. Okay, I am getting quite a bit of a stretch in there. So I'm not forcing my fabric through like I should be. So I need to give myself some forward tension on there by pulling that thread through, pushing that fabric up. So let me go ahead and try some more. I don't know what's going on here. Yep, I'm losing some stitches. I may have to go to a heavier needle. See, knit fabric is not all it's cracked up to be. I mean, it's nice to sew on and it looks good with a nice stretch, but I think I got way too much stretch in here. Okay, I got a little more stretch than I wanted, but it's okay. Let's see how bad it is. That's what I meant about leaving that, well, it's okay. It turned out all right. So if you feel like you want to go ahead and leave that, that's about normal. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so let me go back and pick this back up again, and we will take a look at it and see what it looks like. Okay, I took that pin out. I shouldn't have. So let me go ahead and go tuck and turn. Okay, let me get that sewn up. Here, I'm going to turn it upside down and do it from the back because I'm back to where I was, where I can't get off the edge. Yeah, it does not want to sew. Okay, well, let's see how good it looks. Yeah, it might have stretched a little too much on that side, but it's the back, so it's okay. Okay, so we have got the neckline in, and there you go. See what the back looks like. A little too much stretch. Do you see how there was just a little too much stretch here? So we're going to see if we can get that. In that case, it might have been a good idea to leave that. Yeah, we probably should have left that interfacing on there so we wouldn't have gotten so much of a stretch. But it's not too bad, so I'm just going to live with it. So let's go ahead and put in our I'm going to go ahead and pin the sides up and try it on the doll to see what it looks like before I go any further. Because if I'm so unhappy with it, I'm going to end up having to take it out, and if I think it looks too bad on the doll. So it may behoove you, or you may be better off going ahead and keeping that interfacing ironed on even when you do the ribbing part of the neckline, because I sewed it with the regular knit stitch and I tried not to stretch it, and I still got a little bit too much stretch. So let me get the doll out and see what it looks like on the doll. Okay, so if I was going to put this on the back of her with the Velcro on the back and pin it, okay, alright, so it doesn't look too bad. It's okay. I think it'll be fine. Even with that little extra too much stretch around the neckline, it still gives you a nice finish on the neckline. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing on the sleeves. I'm going to, this time I'm going to stabilize the sleeves with a little bit of interfacing inside here before I sew the ribbing on, so I don't get too much stretch on that. But there you go. That is. Now, if you want this to be more flat, I don't know if it's true or not, but I was told that if you stretch that ribbing while you sew it on, it will go inward this way. I've never tried that, but I might give it a try one of these days to see if that looks good. But that's all I'm going to videotape on this one, because the rest is pretty simple. I've done before. The rest I've done in other videos, but I will show you the end product of this. But this is such a cute little outfit, and just by using that little bit of stabilizer around the neck and the sleeves, you get such a nice finish on it. So, you know, knits are difficult to sew with, but they make the cutest little outfits, the cutest little skirts and blouses. So if you can figure out how to do it, even if it's not perfect, at least you can get a pretty nice outfit out of it. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.